What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Let's Play .hack.gu Volume 3. Last time, we had our first round of the tournament. Was it the first round? I think it was the first round of the tournament. It was like a boss rush kind of thing with a bunch of different teams facing off against us. But anyway, dear Haseo, we won the first round. Oh, there you go. So for now, good job. That's serious. I hear he entered the tournament to save Taihaku. Yeah, he kind of had a conversation with us about that. He knows how dangerous Ida is, but he's still in there fighting. He said he was... well, who cares? We know. We know what he was there for. Oh, they were obviously hacked because of their their matching white clothes. Oh, what's up, Adelie? I can't believe he turned the arena into an Ida server. Why would Sakaki do something like that? I mean, Matsu and Teres. No, everyone in the tournament could have become lost ones. I just couldn't stand to see the tragedy that happened to Moontree happen once again. Haseo, we have to stop Sakaki. I'll do anything it takes. From Adelie. I always love how Adelie just kind of like leaves her own kind of like closing signature at the end of all her emails.
She goes off and does something foolish.
Yeah, because, you know, Haseo has never done anything like that before. Oh, hello, Pi. I've got some sad news to report. Sirius's player has become a lost one. Yeah, we know! Like, guys, we were there. Remember? Because, like... like, I don't understand why sometimes you get these emails just kind of, like... stating things that have just happened.
Sirius, a lost one?
Who knew? It's like you weren't there at all, right, Haseo?
Once again, I couldn't save anybody. Damn it. I just can't forgive myself.
Okay. Calm down, Haseo. Oh, look, it's Kaede. It's been a long time since we saw her. It's been some time since we last spoke, Haseo. This is Kaede from Moontree. I have something I wish to discuss with you, but instead of putting it in the mail, come to the very fucking end of another area so we can tell you about it there. Cool.
Kaede from Moontree? What could it be? The Beast Temple in Sigma Y's Calamity's Watermill, huh? Pai's off searching for Yada, so no use calling her for this.
Right, so... that'll be fun. What's up in the community forum? Anything going on before we start this wild goose chase? I hate PKs. No. No. So let's just get on with the game already. Anyway, like I was saying, last time we were just fighting off a bunch of fights in the arena, all acting as like the first round. It was kind of weird. And it was also kind of weird because it was like, I think at one point Sakaki said that it was the preliminaries, but it wasn't. I don't know.
Alright, let's head to Sigma Y's Calamity's Watermill.
Yes, let's go meet up with Kaede and see what the hell she wants. And why she couldn't email us. I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's like... I don't know, it feels like it's a big thing that they want to talk about, so it's like, why wouldn't they, oh... hello.
Weren't you out looking for Yada?
Kaede from Moontree called you here, didn't she?
She did.
Let's finish this quickly.
Well, let's go there at least.
Yeah, okay, so I guess Pi is joining us after all. Okay. Oh, and we got an area that's like just about our level. Maybe we'll get some decent experience for once. But anyway, like, it's weird because it's like... remember earlier they made the big deal about, you know, talking in private in those outer dungeons and stuff like that? It's like, it feels like the kind of thing that would, you would need to do in this situation too, because it's like, oh, you know... I forget if she said it in her email or not, but I mean, I think it's kind of obvious she wants to talk about Sakaki because of what happened at Moontree the last time you saw her. So it's like, this seems like one of those situations where you would go off in private and like talk, and maybe that you could use to like justify why she wants to go all the way to the Beast statue, but like, again, since this is an online game and Sakaki can just monitor everything all at once, it's like, it doesn't really matter if they find like a hidden area to talk to or not, because, you know, Beast statue or in the field, she's gonna be able to hear it. And I don't know, not to spoil anything, but like,
Kaede should
they're gonna reveal they know about the outer dungeons too, so it's not like it's something where it could be like, oh well, only Epitaph users can use can do the outer dungeon thing, only they know about it or whatever. You know, come to think of it, is there anything really like stopping another player from stumbling into an outer dungeon? I guess you need to use that area hacking thing to get into them, into like the seams and stuff, but I don't know, with like all the weird stuff going on in the world, it's like, I don't think it would be too far-fetched if a player just like stumbled in there. You know, for that matter, I wouldn't be surprised if there was something on the message boards that specifically said, hey, I went into this weird place. It was all blue and digital, just like something out of a science fiction movie. But anyway, I don't think this field is too bad. As usual, I'm going to be cutting out most of these, and I'm going to show just a couple of battles and the types of enemies you face, and oh my god, there is some major slowdown. These flying things, though, I can't stand these things. They make this annoying sound a lot, and they have like this shit-eating grin on their faces too, and it's hard to hit them. They're weak against your twin blades, so I guess like the idea is you're supposed to use your aerial attacks to knock them down and everything, but I mean, I don't know, that's not usually all the way I play it. I'm just like, I'll just keep attacking until the Ringeki thing pops up, and then when the Ringeki happens and it shows you what they're weak against, I'll switch to that weapon and just keep using that weapon until like another Ringeki attack thing. And again, I've got like this bad habit of just like not using the skills until I actually have a chance to Ringeki, because I feel like that's the way like the game kind of like taught you in the tutorial to do it. And since your SP doesn't like recover nearly as fast as it honestly should, I feel like you just gotta like save all your SP for the Ringeki attacks, because you do them often enough anyway. But I mean, don't forget, you can use skills whenever you want. Like, that's something I always keep forgetting in these games, and it's not really until like these aerial enemies start becoming a huge pain in the ass where I like start to remember that. Because I don't know, like I remember in Volume 1 and even in part of Volume 2, I'd be fighting against these aerial enemies just like normal, like missing all the time just because they're too high up. And it's like I'm watching the video back and I'm just like, dude, just like use your aerial skills. Who cares if it's a Ringeki or not? So we got that Chaotic Strike skill on Haseo right now for his Twin Blade aerial attack. And it's, you know, I like it and everything, but it's kind of like a little messed up too, because you can use it just as like a normal skill as well. But you know, if you how do I explain this? Like sometimes when you use it, it like won't hit an enemy and it'll just like do the animation. If you're fighting against a bigger enemy, or if it's even like a lot of the enemies that are just like grounded, like you won't like hit them up in the air and like attack them up in the air. You'll just hit them initially and go up in the air and do all of your hits, and then like maybe the last big hit will damage them, but like that's it. Like taller enemies like this, I feel like you can usually use that skill against them and still hit them no matter what. But like, I don't know. Like these smaller ones next to it, these, what are they, like the face masks or whatever? You'll be able to you'll most likely be able to knock them up into the air and everything. But like, trying to think of something off the top of my head. Like those like jumping, I don't know, whatever they were. Those jumping frog things that had the pipes like a few episodes ago. Like, I don't know if you'll be able to you probably won't be able to knock them up in the air. You'll probably end up just hitting the air a bunch of times and not even doing damage. And it's weird because I feel like Chaotic Strike is like the only move in this game to like do that. I feel like most of the other skills you use kind of like adapt to the size of enemy you're facing against, but Chaotic Strike always was like weird. Oh, Adelie learned some skills. Yeah, So Lafa rep there is like the biggest heal for all. It fully heals HP for like everybody, but it costs 338 SP to cast. That is ridiculously expensive. I don't understand why it takes so much SP to heal in this game. In the old games, actually, in the old games, the biggest healing spell I think cost 60, and it was basically the same thing. It was just called Fall Rep. So instead of like La Fa Rep, they like combined the words, so it's Fall Rep. They kind of did that a lot with you know, a lot of like the made up words they did in the original series, combining them together to make like higher level or multi-targeting skills, and you could kind of like tell like what does what because of those names. And since you yourself use them a lot, it was easier to like see. But anyway, that one only cost 60, and your SP healed like a lot more, and it's not like you have like more SP in GU than you do in the original series. It's just about the same, I think. But hey everybody, it's me. This is weird. This is a few days after I've actually recorded this, but YouTube doesn't really like the music that plays in the scene for whatever reason. So I was gonna do something else for this segment instead of just having you watch a boring black screen. So hi guys, thanks for calling us all the way to this stupid dungeon for no fucking reason instead of emailing us and saying whatever you wanted. What do you want to know about Sakaki? Do you want to know anything about him at all? He's your dude, right? Yes, the handling of this PK tournament has been quite troubling to Lord Zelkova. Sakaki is indeed doing as he pleases with the system rights he's been stupidly granted. At this rate, the tragedy of Moontree will be repeated. Yeah, we already know all that, guys. We were already doing things about that. So, was that all? I really hope that wasn't the only reason you called us all over here. Oh, Kaede, be quiet. Let me talk. Thanks for doing these things, Haseo. I'm a huge fan of yours. I'm a huge fan of yours from the one time we met. So take care of him for us, okay? Like the hero I know you will. Oh, by the way, Pi, the outer dungeons, they're really cool. The area hacking programs of yours are really amazing. What? How do you know about that, little boy? Why are you so mysterious? You're just as mysterious as Ovan. So, Haseo, did anything cool happen in this? Whatever, this was so dumb. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you so much for, like... They blocked the video from, like, 5 different countries, including this one. It's not the first time it's happened, but... whatever. Back to your regularly scheduled shenanigans.
Zelkova? Who the hell is he?
Who the hell are you, Pi?
Well, I suspended my search for Master Yada and made my way out here. Because Zelkova sent me an email. To my private cell phone.
As opposed to her public one.
He asked me about something besides Ida in the outer dungeon. What do you think he's looking for?
So, like, Pi, if you already knew that Zelkova knew about the outer dungeons, why did you act so shocked when he just mentioned the outer dungeons? Like... yeah... My god, someone didn't proofread Volume 3's script very well. There's, like, a ton of small things like this scattered throughout the game, and it's just like... god damn it. Whatever. Let's just... oh my god, I am tired and I am sick. It's that time of the year again, everybody. It's that flu season. I don't know, I've kind of got half a mind to go right into, like, the grocery store and be like, hey, you're giving away flu shots. Hook me up. Do a lot of people ever really do, like, the flu shots that are offered in, like, grocery stores or other, like, public places that have the, like, pharmacies there? Like, I always wondered, like, why are they free there? I don't know. It seems like the kind of thing you'd go to a doctor for, but I could be wrong. I mean, I don't really know.
I'll take my leave.
I was reading a sign about it earlier when I was in the grocery store the other day, and it would say, well, it did say, like, free with most health insurance plans, and I was thinking, oh, okay, so you do need health insurance for it. Because I was, like, kind of wondering, do you just go up and be like, 1 flu shot, please, and then they just inject you, or is it, like, something you need to, like, sit down and fill out paperwork for? And I don't know, is it really worth it? I don't think I've ever really had a flu shot before. It's just like, you know, getting sick every, you know, spring and fall is just like a normal thing, I feel like, for people that, you know, not even for people that deal with seasonal allergies, it's just like a normal thing that happens to most people. So it's like, is the flu shot really gonna help? Like, will a flu shot prevent it, or is it just gonna, like, lessen the effect, or whatever? I don't know. But in that area that we were just at that had nothing to do with anything, other than to show Zelkova was some kind of mysterious youth, we got enough virus cores to upgrade another weapon. And I was gonna go for Haseo's, but, like, I'm like, Haseo's always in my party, so let me just go with Adderley. Even though Adderley's almost always in my party, too. I don't know, I feel like, you know, you could go either way, because, like, you're the one playing as Haseo, so making him as powerful as possible, as fast as you can, kind of makes sense, but I'm just, like, I'm having an easy enough time with everything as it is, so I might as well just power up the people that I need in my party anyway. Forgive me for being so impolite in my previous mail. You have my deepest thanks for all your efforts on my behalf. Zelkova is also quite vexed by the current PK tournament. We could have known that Sakaki would betray Zelkova, or that he had such fearsome schemes in mind. Well, I mean, according to the other people in your own guild, they were talking about a coup, so I'm guessing a lot of people could have known.
I'm not gonna let him wipe out PCs like you or Zelkova. No. I mean, we are going to beat Sakaki.
How to defeat Sakaki? Thanks for before. I think it's a little rude just to leave Sakaki in your hands. You didn't have a problem with it when we were at the dungeon. Are you aware that Sakaki has surpassed the system because of his IDA contamination and has been given complete control over the world by CC Corp's management? There is a way to render him powerless, however. To do that, we need to remove IDA from him. Without IDA, Sakaki is just a normal PC. The CC Corp would have no reason to give him important positions anymore. I think Sakaki understands this more than anyone. That's why he has placed himself in such tight security within the Serpent of Lore. Dude, I walk into the Serpent of Lore easy peasy. There's no security there. The only way to remove Ida from Sakaki is to use data drain on him. Yeah, I was kind of like wondering too when they were going to bring this up, because it's like Sakaki is like there on his little podium watching the matches, right? So like, and we're like actively using data drain against other players, so like in the arena, so why don't we just like, you know, fire a data drain over towards Sakaki? Like, I don't know what they're waiting for. Did you read the mail Zelkova sent you? I wonder how he knows so much about CC Corp and about us, but it seems like he's on our side, for now. Yeah, spoilers everybody, he betrays everyone. I'll tell you everything I know about this situation inside CC Corp and the relationship between them and Yada. CC Corp has known about I's existence for some time. Of course, the management tried immediately to eliminate it, but none of the methods they had ready were able to get rid of Ida. Out of options, they decided to hire player and former hacker, Yada, to investigate Ida and exterminate it. Oh, former hacker. When he was a player, Yada earned a reputation as an informant, and CC Corp valued those information gathering and analysis skills, as well as his former membership in the Dot Hackers, very lightly. Oh. So, you know, it'll spell it out for you later, but if you didn't figure it out and you've played the original series, Yada is Wise Man from he joined your party in the second game. He was like the one wave master that you're pretty much stuck with for the majority of the second half of the series. And I've got just like the entrance elk thing, I've got some thoughts on the Yada Wise Man thing, although it doesn't really bother me as much because, I don't know. Wise Man and Yada are kind of the same personality and everything, but Yada's just, like, meaner
IYOTEN
for,
and
like,
Asta will be our
no
opponents for the
reason.
second round.
Um,
Let's invite Kuhn and Adam.
however, I will say the same thing I said about Endrance and Elks, because it's like, again, we have somebody that was very active in the original games and was, like, up front with everything. In fact, at one point, Yada even says, "I was there on the battlefield," which was like, okay, dude. And it's like, he could have just brought so much more to this entire situation than he has. But, hello. Well, I guess we'll talk about that later. What's here? Hey, it's Taihaku. Hey, man. How's the Ida infection?
Who is it?
This room is amazing!
It's okay.
Hey, Taihaku, you old geezer. I've got great news for you.
Hmm?
Please, Master N.
Again, there's, like, no reason for any of this. It's such a stupid little plot point to, like... This is, like, the one plot point that literally makes drama out of nothing for nothing, and I hate that the game keeps, like, pretending that it's gonna be bigger than it is. It's just... So don't, like, get, like, excited for anything. But anyway, we got a new tournament to go to. New tournament round to go to, I should say. So, let's go take care of that. Let's go take care of all this tournament nonsense, because, if you guys haven't forgotten, there are more interesting things in the plot that, kind of have been completely dropped. Like, the thing with Ovan. And, everything with Tri-Edge. I don't know, man. I do love tournament drama stuff, but whenever the tournament's present in these games, it kind of does, like, just kind of take the game over from the rest of the story. So, who's our next people? Oh, look! They were more than just a cameo from a couple of episodes ago. We are gonna have our revenge on IYOTEN and Asta after all this time.
Even Sirius became a lost one.
Look, it's the hetero tree. There are more infected pieces.
Why did they name them that?
All we can do now is keep fighting. Come on.
The hetero trio. Like, I even looked up online to see, like, every kind of definition that hetero could mean. And let me do it again. There was something that kind of made sense, but god damn it, it was so out of its way. Let's see, which was it? Like, most of these definitions are just referring to a heterosexual person. Hetero, a combining form meaning different, other, used in the formation of compound words.
They're so naive. They'll fall for
So it just means, like, they're different people. They're different than the rest. Because why? They were wearing those white cloaks, which makes them obviously hacked. I don't know. You never really get a good look at them. Like, the faces of them are actually kind of creepy, but you never really get, like, a great look at them. So it's like, why did they name them that?
Don't get too cocky, you little punk.
You're the ones who shouldn't get too cocky.
Oof, all this talk about cocks is making me hungry.
Won't even
Wait,
think
what?
of hunting beginners again. I'll cut you into little pieces.
Oh boy.
I'll carve the terror of death into your pathetic body.
Revenge.
Okay, Shadow.
Haseo! No, it can't be.
Splendid. Hate, 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 and
and spread that hatred everywhere! Now, let the match begin!
Spread the hate everywhere, guys. Like, I don't know. If we're being, like, completely honest, Sakaki is definitely more interesting and entertaining. Well, no, he's just more entertaining in this volume, but he was a much more interesting villain when he was, like, composed and had, like, multiple sides to him. He's just, like, such a superhero villain now, and I don't know, when he, like, starts, like, screaming hate, 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 spreading everywhere just for, like, no reason at all, it's like, I don't know. I really can't take him seriously at all. I still can't take it seriously that CC Corp gave him a job. I don't care. All of the reasons the game is, like, throwing at me, it's still baffling and stupid, and I can't believe that... I can't believe that happened, like, why? Why did they give him a job? He's like a kid. It's like, well, I can control Ida. And it's like, well, control it then and tell it to leave the world. But he's not, so I don't know. I think CC Corp actually, like, calls him out on this later on their in their defense, but, like, who cares? But anyway, IYOTEN and Asta, they were level 10 when they PK'd us all the way at the beginning of Volume 1. It's good to see that everybody else has been leveling up in the meantime. Although, I don't know how, because as they were saying when I was rudely talking over the intro cutscene, all they've been doing is hunting newbies, so it's like, what kind of experience had they possibly been getting? They must have obviously been hacked. They hacked their levels all the way up to this... Whatever. They're not a big deal. It is interesting to see them again, though, I will say. They could have just been, like, throwaway characters at the beginning. And it was, like, the cameo when they showed up again, when everyone was signing up for the PK tournament was interesting and all. But I actually completely forgotten, even after just playing this, that you fought them in the arena. Like, I don't know why, there's just so much about Volume 3 that's just, like, very forgettable to me. It's been a really interesting experience, replaying the game and then editing the footage, like a month or so after I finished playing the game. And just kind of, like, recapturing all of this, these memories of what happened. We beat you guys.
Wonderful, Haseo! Kill them! Finish them off with your avatar! Don't hold anything back!
See, he's even coaxing him to use the avatar. Like, this would be the perfect time to, like, data drain Sakaki.
That is your true nature! It's who you are!
Yeah, I don't know. I guess because of the Ida influence, Haseo goes through this same, like, control your rage thing that he went through, like, towards the end of Volume 1. But, like, it's for nothing. He's fine. See?
What?
I won't go back. To being the terror of death.
Good. Now people can stop calling you that.
Let myself drown in power. I won't lose myself. It's all over.
Just a side note, when Haseo, like, closed his hand just then, every time he closes his hand, I guess because his armor makes his hands look like claws, every time he, like, makes a fist, I always feel like his fingers are, like, puncturing his palm. Just thought I'd share that with you. Oh, but that's another match down.
Whew, I wasn't sure how that'd turn out. But you controlled yourself well.
Thanks.
I never planned on using the avatar.
Really? Because I thought that was the
Sure,
plan
you
to,
say.
like, data drain
That'll- you
Sakaki.
know what I mean, right?
I've always believed
Like, when are we gonna data drain Sakaki?
Oh, I see.
This is such a big, important thing where lives are on the line. So it's like, why are we waiting to data drain Sakaki? I don't know. Just kind of drives me crazy. But what did we get? We got a new twin blade. Can we even use it? Oh, it's level 101. Jesus, it's 101. That hardly seems, you know, impressive. But we did get this. That doubles the effects of items. And I kind of, like, debate what to do with this, because it's a really good item to have, because you know how I feel about, like, how little HP and SP recovery items give you back. So it's like, I eventually decided to give it to Adelaide since she's our healer anyway. Like, I don't really know if she would use healing items that much, but whatever. So anyway, I'll, well, I was gonna say see you guys later, but, there was something else I wanted to say before the episode ended, and I completely forgot about it. Oh well, whatever. Later.